Incoming transmission.
Picture this. A recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 27th of May 2018. Yes, indeed, it is a rare Sunday review. Don't get to do this very often. First of all, before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge the passing of John Total Biscuit Bain. Great loss to the gaming community. Died a couple of days ago, so that's a bit of a shock to the system. Fought cancer for a long time. And unfortunately it's now bested him, so rest in peace, buddy. Never forget your World of Warcraft series and entertaining everybody throughout the years, so very sad news that. But anyway, let's crack on. Also, it's my mate's birthday today, so happy birthday to Andy, who's hopefully watching at some point. Hope you're having a cracking day. Right, anyway, on with it. It's Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, released in 1992. And I've got to say, this is a bit of a special beat 'em up. Just so you know, I'm changing my score system at the end from a 5 score to a 10 now. I can actually maybe get a little bit of a better score system going on with that. Out of 5 can be a little bit misleading sometimes, because even rubbish games can get a 2, and that can even seem too good for them. So I've upped it to 10. Anyway. Enough of my waffle, let's get on with the actual game. So you get 4 characters to choose from, each with their different skill sets. This guy is a basic all-rounder. His name is Jack. And he's sort of balanced. Then you've got Hannah, who's got skill type Mustapha, who's got speed. And then there's a guy, amusingly, called Mess. And his type is power. So I imagine that he can beat up people a bit easier than the rest. Anyway. They all have their weaknesses at the same time. Now, you do have special moves, same as sort of Final Fight, which is this is very much in the ilk of. Released by Capcom, of course. You can see that from the actual setup of the screen. But you can have a special attack by hitting both buttons at the same time. Also, you can have a team attack if you've got 2 or more players together. I did say 2 or more, that's right. You can have up to 3 players on the screen at the same time, which is a bit of a good one. It's sort of like The Simpsons, although I think that was a 4-player. Now you can see here that you can actually beat the dinosaurs up when they're hostile, and they will turn friendly, which gives them a chance to attack the enemy players as well as your own. Actually, no, once they're green, they don't want to attack you, but they do attack enemy players at various intervals anyway, which is quite amusing. So if you're not in the firing line, they will go and chomp on the bad guys. Even when they're hostile, strangely enough. I think that's quite nice programming, so it doesn't actually just attack you, which is nice. You can see here the controls are fairly simple. You've got your up, down, left, right, you've got your punch or attack button, then you've got your jump as well. You can see it's very reminiscent of Final Fight. You've got these big fat guys here, and they look like the Bills from Final Fight. So I think this one came after Final Fight, I think. But you can see the inspiration there. A lot of it is very much reskinned Final Fight characters. That guy looks like Andre, or Andor, that's it. Andor Jr., it's like a reskinned him. But it's a good game, it's entertaining, backdrops are nice, based on a very, very short-lived TV series though, this game. For those of you that ever remember Cadillacs and Dinosaurs on the TV, this is what this game is actually based on. So far, so good. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. I like these little sort of interjectory screens as well, where it actually gives you a bit more of the story. You can see the map there. But yeah, it's basically Final Fight with dinosaurs. This guy obviously looks a little bit more like Cody, the way he walks. There you go, there's a hostile dino. And we can punch him to make him friendly. Not quite sure how that works. I would have thought that would have infuriated him. But never mind. So you get a chance to turn them friendly by punching the hell out of them. Not quite sure who came up with that design idea, but there you see, there's a good day. I'm going to shoot him till he becomes nice and friendly. I'm not sure how that works, but there you go. That dinosaur's name is Mac. I'm going to Hit him in the face with my gun. Awesome. Talking of guns, there are multiple items you can pick up to destroy your enemies with. Some of them being rather amusing, such as the grenades or the rocket launchers, which will turn your opponents into mush. Quite literally. So I'm hoping that we get a chance to have a look at a grenade attack shortly. There is a sleeping dinosaur there. Oh, these two fat guys just had to wake him up. Right, so let's see if he's going to go and attack them. Oh, let's kick him in the face until he turns nice. Yeah, a bit of a strange one, that. You would have thought that maybe offering them some food or something would have made them more friendly than actually punching them. But you can see the animations are straight out of Final Fight for that guy there. Do like this game a lot. It's good fun. It's mindless violence, but at the end of the day, that's what we like in our video games. Of course, I'm not talking about real life because that would be wrong. Lots to do in this game. You can see in the background there. Look at the background. There's a dinosaur munching away there on some plant life, which is plant life, but that's beside the point. Some attention to detail. That's what I'm getting at. Some really nice swampy background there as we are. Oh, wait a minute. What was that? Oh, grenade. There we go. There we go. Turned him into a meat salad. There you go. Smooth scrolling, as we would expect from these sort of games. Now, it's funny because everybody thinks the arcades are like, the top dollar, everything should be right. But when you've played Double Dragon 3 The Rosetta Stone on the arcade and it's jerky as hell, unresponsive and horrible, you sort of get the... oh yes, you can run as well, by the way. You sort of get the idea that the arcade wasn't always the best. And what I never understood about that with Double Dragon is that when they did the home conversions, they left the jerky crap in. It was really, really bad, but never mind. This game's ace. Now, I'm probably going to be proved wrong here, but I don't think this actually did get a home release on any of the consoles. Not that I've been able to find out anyway. If it was released on any console, I'd love to know. So I'd really like to play through and see what the home version was like. Because obviously with Captain America and the Avengers, that was released on the Super Nintendo. And I said it wasn't released on any. So, even I get it wrong sometimes. But you know what? That's what you guys help me out with, and I really appreciate any of these info bites that you guys give me. It's always great to have some fan support on the channel. My retro gaming knowledge is fairly vast, but I do make mistakes from time to time, because I'm not a robot. But this game is great fun. If you've got a couple of mates and you find this one in the arcades, go and put some credits in and have a 3-player bashing. It's absolutely brilliant. You would enjoy it. You can see your ammunition at the bottom of the screen there. As soon as you run out, you throw your weapon away. This guy's got some incredibly cool weapons. Oh, he drops them. So this guy basically would be like the samurai guy from Final Fight. You can see where they've sort of just nicked stuff from their own game, which is great. I've got no problem with that. Bit lazy perhaps, but it's good. It all adds into the story of the game, I suppose. It's all fairly good. They're not as tough as the Final Fight bosses though. And I like the fact that he can actually crush his own dudes. That's quite fun as well. So the fact you can switch between characters when you die with one character, you can move on and choose a different one to continue with. You can see Hannah's not quite as strong as the others. Now that's a bit sexist, isn't it? But that's the way it is, unfortunately, in this game, ladies and gents. The bosses are fairly entertaining. They're obviously drawn to be looking menacing and that they would actually do some harm to dinosaurs. Just big meanies, really. So I will hopefully get a chance to show you one more character before I wrap up this review. Sound wise, it's fairly good. Some nice meaty crunches as you hit them. The music's okay. It's just one of those things that, we've seen a lot of these side-scrolly beat-em-ups from Capcom before, and there's really nothing new that this adds to that sort of genre. It's fairly generic. It is basically Final Fight with dinosaurs at the end of the day, because it's the one game I will liken it to. Let's have a go with mess. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it works. It works. So, here's the Hagger character. But there you go. This has been Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Good responsive controls as well, by the way. This has been Cadillacs and Dinosaurs on the arcade format. If you have enjoyed this review, I'd love it if you could like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Would be great. Thank you all very much for your support. New subscribers and existing, you guys rock. Thank you very much for supporting me and my humble little channel, and spread the word, guys. Anyway, keep it retro, enjoy the rest of your bank holiday weekend, and I will be back very soon with a brand new review. Bye-bye for now!